never said goodbye. Barely said hello. I'm not even sure what to call you. Dad just doesn't seem right. It's always been so amazing to me that someone that was barely in your life can have such a huge impact on it. I was only 7 when you and Mom split up. No. When the family split up, we all split up. I remember that last night so well. You didn't come home for dinner, and I knew what that meant. Eventually, you'd come home drunk, of course. There usually wasn't much fighting, and I would finally fall asleep at the end of all the yelling. But this night was different somehow. I laid there in bed with a terrible tummy ache. The covers pulled up over my head, silently waited to hear the front door. We all waited to hear the front door. I don't know if Kim was asleep or he was just pretending. He was 7 years older, so he might have just been used to it. I never asked him. Somehow speaking it out loud made it all real, and it needed to be buried. So I hear the front door and I hear voices and Mom talking. Then it got louder, much louder. Then the sound of something breaking, shattering. At that point, Kim jumped out of bed and ran out to defend Mom. I got as far as I could under those covers. Next thing I know, Mom's getting me out of bed, saying, "We're leaving. We need to go." I hear other voices now, voices I don't recognize. After she puts some of my clothes in a bag, she takes me out to the living room where I see policemen everywhere. As I'm being let out, I turn to look at you. You were sitting in a chair with your hands behind your back. You were crying, tears running down your puffy red cheeks. That moment has lived inside of me for over 50 years. I only saw you one more time, about 6 years after that. I was walking down Little Melrose, and a blue car drove by. They were going the other way, and a man stopped and put his head out, said, "Michael, Michael." I turned and looked. Then I ran away. I ran as fast as I could. I don't know why I ran. It was only years later, after having my own kids, that I realized how much that hurt you, how much pain I caused. I'm sorry. Anyway, it was a few years after that when Aunt Nancy called to tell me you were gone. I've been angry for so many years. I was angry at you leaving me. I was angry that you made my mother a victim. Angry at my mother for being a victim. Angry at myself for not being good enough for you to stay. I was angry when I became a father Because you weren't there to show me how. It's been a lot of years and a hell of a lot of tears. But I'm here to tell you, we're good. We're good. I'll be back, Dad.